Gente, welcome to another video in Phoenix Legacy. Today we're gonna have a really interesting topic. We're gonna talk about why I think that we should have mandatory military service in the Dominican Republic. Again, I say in the Dominican Republic because I'm Dominican, but this channel, it's not gonna be just for Dominicans. It's gonna be for all the Hispanic, brothers out there because we here fighting the same fight and we aiming for the same goal. First thing that I want to say before I jump into the topic is I just want to say thank you to everyone who's subscribing to my channel and everyone who's showing support. I'm really grateful for that. I see that in the comment section. People commenting, people from brothers from different countries. Mexico, Argentina, Salvador. Honduras. I really appreciate the support that you guys are giving me. I really do, because how I said earlier, we here in the same fight and we aiming for the same goal. And that's unity. Because I do believe that we're great and that greatness is within us. And if we all get together right now, we're small. We might be small fighting against this big tax. But if we get together, we're gonna get a message across. I don't want everybody, in this channel. I just want the right people. And by the way, all of you fuck faces that wanna come to this channel commenting bullshit, you're gonna get blocked real quick. Like, I'm not here to waste time. I'm not here to debate nobody. I'm here to get the message across. If you don't get my message, if you don't get the message, you can fuck off. Because if it's some bullshit, I'm gonna block you. All right. We already have enough of this bullshit in the mainstream media and everywhere you go, pushing for the bullshit agenda. We all see it when we see what's going on, and that's why we're making these channels. So if you feel that we have to hear bullshit in these channels, no, it's not gonna happen. Gonna block you fast. All right. So yeah, guys. So thank you again, and let's move into to the video. Now, this is a really interesting topic because this is something that that I've been thinking. I'm like, in the Dominican Republic now, there's a lot of shit going on when it comes to the young generation coming up, and I know what it is. First thing I ever said it. I don't know if you see one of my first videos that I posted was that dembo. The music was playing in the radio. Everything is fucking trash, and the young generation is growing up with trash in their heads. So the young generation in the future, they're gonna be the adults. So if all they have is trash in their heads, what's gonna happen when they get old? What's gonna happen to the country that they're supposed to lead? It's gonna be trash. All right. So I really believe that the Dominican Republic has a lot of potential to be a great country, and but everything starts with the mindset. But if the mindset of the people it's trash, there is what can you do? If you think about all the great countries that we have now, or all the superpowers, how do they start? With the young, preparing the young. Hitler, what Hitler did when he tried to gain power, he started with the young, with the 12, the 13 years old. He molded them the way he wanted them. So that way, when those kids they start growing up, they grew up, they were killers, they were unstoppable. So he knew what he did and why he did it. So that's one thing that I was thinking all that. Then I'm like, what? I think if we want to make a change in our countries, we need mandatory military services, and I'm gonna go into details why. All right. First thing I think is parenting. Right now, a lot of our parents in our countries, they're not really showing. They're not really they're doing bad parenting. Like, they're not really putting values on on the children's coming up. And that's the reason why I think we need those kids to join the military. I want them just for the boys, just boys. From the age I will say like 12 to 13. 4 years mandatory service, because when those kids they're gonna have discipline when they grow. They're gonna have discipline. They will show they're gonna have dignity, and those kids, will be the men in the future. They will be the men, making decisions for our countries. So if when they're kids, all they go through hard work and they go through all the pain and all the fuckery that the military put you through. When you get out of that, you feel unstoppable, and then with those boys that you join, when you get out of it, now you're a man, so you like brothers. You only want to do deals, business with those brothers, that you went through, that you went through all the bullshit with. So that's one thing. Another thing too, nationalism. We have to show those kids that the freedom they have is not free. They want, people pay for that. If you see, like, my last video that I made about these fake Afro Latinos, have you noticed when you see those men, quote unquote, how they look, they're all feminine and they like weak, and then you're like, what the fuck is going on? What is happening? And then that's what's going on. They're growing up soft. You know what I mean? So everything is too good. They grow up like being little bitches. And then if you don't act like a little bitch, if you're not, weak like them, then you're a bad person. That they always say, oh, machismo, and this and that. It's all bullshit. Machismo meaning you strong man. That's who they want to attack. They want you to be a weak fuck. So when you have kids, in the military, do mandatory military service, the people, the generation after them is gonna be looking into them like, man, I want to be like those guys. I can't wait to serve. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna be like the cool thing. Right now, what's the cool thing in DR? Be a fucking dembow artist. That's a cool thing. If you go to the hood, if you go to the barrios, how we call them, everybody wanna be a dembow artist. Why? And then you're like, why everybody wanna be a dembow artist? Because that's all they see. And that's a fucking problem. How the fuck we gonna be great when everybody wanna be a dembow artist? Nobody have pride. I have to say, the DR is still a very nationalist country. In DR, you burn the Dominican flag in DR, you probably get killed. But we can do better than that. And I do believe mandatory service will be a great thing for the young boys in the Dominican Republic. All right. So I said, if you are in the comment section, say why you think that we should have mandatory military service in your country. Cause when I look at, if we want to change the future, if we want to go a different way, we have to do something different. And I feel like I don't know if there is a Hispanic country doing it. I don't know on top of my head, but maybe that can make a difference. And I'm pretty sure that if a lot of politicians, if you start talking about it, like I'm talking about DR, if you start talking about it, a lot of people start talking about it, and politicians in power, they get the message, they probably do it. Because in DR, people, how I said, they're really nationalist, so I'm pretty sure people will do it. And to be honest, I think that will be the change that we are looking for. You organize, that we need in our country. Because think about it now. Now those boys, now they're grown men with discipline, and then those men, now they're gonna be fathers. They're gonna have kids, and then those kids they're gonna look up to their fathers, to their father, and be like, you know what? I want to be just like that. So if you think about it, another thing too is basically that you're gonna have a strong military. You're gonna have a really strong military. And if you notice, all the big nations, all the powerful nations, they have a strong military. Let's not go far. Let's take a look at the United States. The United States, they have a strong military. But there is a problem going on in the United States right now. Because I believe the United States, is gonna be destroyed from within. Because right now no one has the balls to fight the U.S. a 1-on-1. But what's going on in the U.S.? People losing nationalism. The people don't have pride in being an American. And when you don't have pride of being an American, from being from your country, if it's bad for you to show pride on your country, you're gonna go down. Think about it for a second. Like every time, you have a, someone from like Russia, they're really proud. Those people, they're fucking proud of being Russians. Chinese, same thing. They have a strong military, and it's a mandatory. And a lot of people, it's mandatory to serve, and the military just keep, going strong and strong and strong, and that's, I think that's how they gonna, beat the United States, because right now the United States is, it's raising a bunch of punks, people who don't value anything, people who don't show respect for nothing. It's gonna get destroyed from within. Think about it for a second. Right now we have an athlete, an American athlete who wins any sport, and when they have the flag, and all that, what they do is just take a fucking knee, showing the world how, fucked up we are, quote unquote, in the U.S. It's an embarrassment, like throwing I don't know if you remember when these chicks from, I think it was soccer team won, how they just threw the flag on the floor, like the U.S. flag, and you're like, why is the United States the only country doing that shit? Like right now, if you have a flag on you, an American flag in front of your house, some people might call you racist, and some people might ask you why you have a flag in front of your house in the U.S., in the United States, why you have a U.S. flag. So people losing, values, because people just want to bitch about things. What are people worrying about in the United States? You have these grown ass mans with fucking hairy ass chest suing somebody because that person didn't call them little girls, or didn't call them ma'am, or didn't call him a woman. That's the bullshit going on in the U.S. You see the bullshit. You saw the video of my last video, how you see these fake Fox Latinos, how weak they look, how feminine they are. The United States guys, the power that we have. Think about it. The United States became the greatest country and the most powerful country on earth because they had values. They were really nationalist. Now you said you're an American nationalist, people start talking shit about you. This is the only country where if you say you're an American nationalist, people want to give you shit. Because let's be real, you can be fucking from the DR, you can be from Mexico, you can say you're Mexican nationalist, you can say everybody doesn't have a problem with that. But if you say that you're an American nationalist, yeah, that's a problem. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, I don't really get it. But this is why I think the United States is gonna go down. Yeah, I see the United States going down, guys, from within. Because now people are trying to change what made it the United States the greatest country on earth. It's just common sense. So if you change that, you're not gonna be great. You're gonna go down the hill. But and that's the reason why I think that we should have those values. We should put those values in our countries, because I do believe we have the potential to be great. But we're gonna have to start doing something different, and I do believe that starting with the young boys, molding them, to be great, and put them in their heads that they're great, and put them in their heads that their job is to take their country to the next level. Things will happen, and I'm gonna start talking about this more, because I really do believe that because there's a lot of stupid nonsense going in DR, a lot of people who don't show respect and to our country, and I do believe that if we they start talking about it, they might do it. They might put that system in play, and that way when those kids, when they grow and they see a lot of nonsense, they're gonna call it out. The norm gonna be for you to be respectful, for you to have class, for you to show value for your country. That's gonna be the norm, not the ball, So yeah, guys, comment down below what you think that we should have it in your country. What you think that if you think that's a good idea to have it in your country, and why. Again, guys, thank you for all the support. I'm just gonna leave the video there. Again, thank you for the support, and see you in the next video. Bye.